One more for the good guys.
That means that we punched our ticket to go try to win a Super Bowl, and that's it. We got one game at a time, starting at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Love y'all, boys. Love you. Love you. I'll go to war with every single one of you, every game, all right? Love you, 1-7. Here we go! 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3! Win!
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have me douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 It's showtime.
It's a Festivus miracle.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report post-game show. I'm your host, Tommy. Next to me is my main man, Mr. Mikey, also known as Apex Man. What up, Mikey? Glad you're back, man. We missed you.
Get that clown off of my screen.
Wait, Kramer?
No, the McClappy. Do not put that guy on my screen. Holy shit.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I hear you.
If you only watch the second half, as Buffalo says right here, if you only watch the second half, you'd think the Bills are like one of the elite football teams.
One of the best running teams of all time, Buffalo Bills.
Holy shit.
Like we are the, we're turning it back to 1970s football, baby. Run. I mean, hey, listen, it worked this game. It was great, Mikey. But I'm super concerned about the Bills passing game still because, yes, it worked this game, the run game, and I'm glad it's worked a lot this year, actually. But the times it hasn't, the times it hasn't are the big L's that we received, and that's concerning. This first half, I thought we tried to, get the receivers involved a little bit, but I gotta say, I said this at the halftime show. I think you were on there, but
I was there.
Okay, I truly don't believe that these receivers are that goddamn terrible.
No,
listen, that can't be the case, Mikey. You're telling me the 2018 Bills wide receiver group was better because I've seen better from that crew than this crew. I mean, there's no way. So I think it's more lying on now this game. I would say obviously, missing our tackles didn't help either. Going deeper, getting Allen had a little bit less time to throw it, but even with that being said, Brady still had pretty much a mini bye week to prepare, right? To game plan, to get these guys schemed up and put them in better positions. And it's not just about this game. I want to make that clear. The Bills' passing game has been pretty bad. So it's not just about this game. So we can use this game as an excuse and go, it's this game. We ran, we ran the ball well, and that's what was used to win the game. And the offensive linemen were missing, and blah blah blah. But it's not just about this game, and that's the concerning part. If it was just this game, guys, I'd be like, our passing game will be all right. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine next week. But that's not the case. And I gotta say, they went to Cooks early. And I thought, man, damn, okay, there you go. Allen trusted him right away. Never went back. Like, what is going on here? So what's your thoughts real quick on this game before we start getting into bitch mode here? We did win.
Tale of two halves.
Right.
The first half, we couldn't get out of our own way. Horrible game plan. Hated the game plan. Hated the fucking game plan coming out.
Terrible.
Josh with that slant, he forced it to Gabe. Let's call it what it is.
Oh, absolutely.
And that was the play that was happening when before Gabe left, where Josh was forcing shit to him. Like the throw was actually a good throw on the slant, but they knew what was coming. Like there was nobody.
They read it.
They read it and jumped it and picked him off. And Gabe just did a half-assed job of trying to go in and break it up. And then Cook's fumble. Shakir dropped a third down that would have given it to us. Like you can't have those miscues.
Can't have them.
Like, and the game plan is a 1970 ball control game plan. That's what McDermott wants. I get it. Brady can scheme things up and do things. At the end of the day, Sean McDermott has his paws all over this offense on what he wants.
He does.
Someone said it above. He's neutered this offense. He doesn't want to take shots. He wants to keep it short and sweet, limit how much the defense is out there, limit the possessions. The problem is if we get down by more than a score, we're in trouble because we don't have an offense that has, that firepower to get back.
And we don't have a coordinator that knows how to fire back, apparently. And not only that, you're right. Or when when the run attack isn't going as planned. Once again, if every game was like this throughout this whole, through 13 weeks, I'd be like, all right, hey, it is what it is. We're winning, 26 to, 7 ball games. Our defense is that good. And it's not the prettiest on offense, but hey, we're winning. And I would be all for it. I'll be honest with you. It'd be ugly football, right? But I'd be like, hey, that's our identity. Fine. We're winning, right? Like constantly win. But that's not the case. And we all know that, right? And the problem is you can't be one dimensional. You gotta at least be, you got to be two-dimensional. You got to know how to pass. You got to have a passing attack when things aren't going right for the run. And that's our biggest concern, really. And I get what you're saying. McDermott is definitely, this is what he wants. But he has to realize not every game's going to go like this. And I don't know if he hasn't realized that yet, but we have 4 losses. And those 4 losses are because games didn't go exactly as planned like he wants. And that's when you have to mix it up on offense and do stuff that you maybe don't want to do. But hey, it is what it is, Mike. If we got the win, I'll take it. But
it's year 9.
Oh no, he ain't changing.
McDermott's not changing. And Steve, I get what you're saying, but I guarantee you, McDermott's not firing him because Brady's doing exactly what McDermott wants him to do.
Oh, absolutely. He's firing him after the season. If he doesn't get hired somewhere, he's going to let him go. I almost believe that. In my opinion, I really do believe that.
It depends on what happens in the playoffs.
Well, that too, but even so, I think Brady leaves. I don't know if Brady even wants to be here. You know what I mean at this
Brady
point.
Too. I do think Brady's going to get a head coaching job somewhere. I really do.
Yeah,
the fans are more pissed at Brady than the rest of the stuff that's going on out there. McDermott's taking the heat in the media, not Brady.
Yeah.
McDermott and Dean are the ones that are taking the heat.
Yeah, I'd blame them both. I blame all. I would blame them all, to be honest with you. I think they all are playing a big part of this team's kind of failures, really, in my opinion. Brady can be better than what he's, Brady obviously could do better. Like I was telling at halftime, if it was up to me, I'd take his ass out of the booth right now. But of course, that never will happen. I get that. That's just me being a fan and pissed off. But that was unacceptable, that first half. And there's been games like this throughout the season that we scored 0 points or 3 points. It's unacceptable. When you have Josh Allen, guys, you shouldn't just have 3 points or 0 points at the half. You can't. That's craziness. I don't care who you're playing. You should have points up on the board and more than 3.
I gotta answer this. Roy,
go
that
ahead.
was not a good pass to Alan Shakir. It hit him in the fucking hands, Roy. What more do you want?
Okay, so I agree.
Was it a little high? Yes.
Yeah,
but it hit him
a little
in the
high.
Hands.
But it's still, a good receiver, and I like Shakir, Roy, but a good receiver catches that. It doesn't matter. Like, that's what the best of the best do, right? If a ball's behind you, as long as it hits your hands, you make that catch. It hit his hands. It was a little hot, a little behind, but it was there to catch, and he didn't catch it. And Khalil Shakir will tell you that. If he were to talk to you about that play, he would say, I got to get that ball. So it wasn't the perfect pass, but he needed to catch that.
The question here is it me or the defense play better without Bernard? Absolutely. Shaq Thompson's our best middle linebacker this year. It absolutely plays better. It plays the run better. It plays the pass better. Shaq Thompson, it was playing better before Shaq got hurt and then he left and Bernard came back and tried to play. The reason why Bernard came back is because Shaq got hurt. Like Bernard wasn't supposed to come back. He was still nursing the foot.
Yeah, I think Shaq's been playing really good.
Shaq's been playing great when he's healthy. The problem is it's hard to keep that guy healthy.
Because he's aging. I mean, he's an aging linebacker. But real quick on the defense, I thought today was it's been a long time that the defense actually showed out through 1 through 4, meaning all 4 quarters. I thought they did an excellent job. And they set the tempo to this game. They kept the Bills offense pretty much alive by, keeping the Steelers out of the end zone for the most part. And they're the reason why really honestly, I want to say their sole reason why we won this game, but they're a big part of why we won this game. And they, like I said, they set the tone. They gave the offense enough time to get their shit together in the second half and get some points on the board, right? And really, it was the defense that put the points on the board first in the second half. That you know what, too, all I got to say, too, with that, I think that kind of also helped out the offense as far as motivation, getting the offense hyped up, defense making plays. The sideline was feeling good finally.
Swung
the momentum. Like, when's the last time the sideline that you felt like, okay, like we're feeling good now, like we're feeling like things are going our way in a game? It's been a minute, so it just kind of the momentum was shifting over and over, and I felt like that second half, the start of the second half with that turnover, touchdown by the defense was really what got everything going.
Yep. And then the second piece of that was, and the O-line played slightly better without Dion. I don't want to say that because we only threw the ball 23 times. Like it was like we ran the ball really well.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, Dion plays really well. The problem I have with Dion is the penalties. But Anderson picked that up and killed 2 drives by himself. The first 2 drives were killed by Anderson's false starts. So it's not like, we got better play there. I thought Vandermark played very well today. Like Josh only got hit once in the pocket. There was no sacks. I thought the game plan was smart, but they also didn't hold the ball.
Yeah.
We also chipped. Like, why we couldn't have run that offensive line game plan last week against the Texans, where we actually gave help to our tackles, I have no idea.
You're right. Where was that last week? You're right. That's on Brady as well. You know what I mean? Like, I can't blame McDermott.
It's not just
and
Brady,
Cromer. Yeah, I get it. But either way, that's on Brady and Cromer, the offensive staff, not helping out your quarterback, right? By the way, 5 receptions total for our receivers tonight. 5. 2 in the first half, 3 in the second. Wild. So Coleman had 2. Cooks had 1. Gabe Davis had 1, and Shakir had 1, right? Mm-hmm. That is unacceptable. I get the game plan was working with the run game, but guys, that has to get better moving forward. It has to. And this has been a constant theme, man. Really, this season is just I really don't know what it is at this point. I want to say when I'm watching these receivers, Mikey, go, it seems like they're running the same route almost every time.
Every time they are.
Every time, right?
It's all
I don't
short.
see.
It's all
short, or the one guy. The boundaries are just going beelining it. They're not even like they're not even getting separation on their beeline. So they're beelining it. So they're out of the play. And then everybody else, yeah, and everybody else is shorting underneath, and they're really shorting underneath. I mean, like 2-3 yards. So I don't get the concept. I don't understand the routes. A lot of mesh routes last week by Brady too. That was like, right? No extra blockers. Like, these are things that can help out the passing game, and he's refusing to do it. Like, and I don't get it. And that to me is on Brady and Cromer more than McDermott. I get McDermott wants a certain style, but you got to mix shit up. You can't keep doing that.
Listen, McDermott gets the game plan. If McDermott wanted us to do more intermediate and deeper route route concepts, he would say something. I guarantee you, the game plan that he turns into McDermott every week is what McDermott wants.
The game plan, but not in-game adjustments. You could still. You
don't think McDermott has a say in the in-game adjustments?
Not during the flow. I don't think during the flow of the game.
You're crazy.
Yeah,
I guarantee you.
I think on important
if he wants
situations,
someone to take a shot, he'd be like, "Hey."
Maybe, but I think more so on important situations she'll chime in, Mikey. Like maybe on end of a half or a big crucial fourth down call. But I don't think he's constantly checking in on every single play call. Like, I don't believe that. I don't. Defensively, yes. He hears it, but I don't think he's going, no. Like, I don't think that's happening.
I don't either, but I think he's sticking to the game plan of what they wanted to do. Short, quick passes to get it out of Josh's hands so he doesn't expose the tackles today.
Mm-hmm. Well, today's fine. I mean, I get that today, but
he wants the ball control, limit the risk.
Oh, yeah, he said that. Game. Yeah, I'm with that. I get that.
Like, we can agree to disagree on this. I 1,000%, and I'm okay with Joe Brady being gone because we saw better versions of this.
Mm-hmm.
With other teams.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm talking about. Like,
I you can't steal from the rest of the NFL. Where's some of the plays where they, go through the
where's all the eye candy?
Well, yeah.
Where's all the motions? Where's all the there's nothing
any of that shit. It's
the offense is it's simplified. It's very simple.
Can we hit
it's very predictable. Yeah. Let me get that and we'll go on. Give me one moment. I appreciate that. Give me your Thank you so much.
Yeah, go Bills, Sonny. That's what Sonny wrote. Just go Bills.
Go Bills. Sonny from Alaska.
Yep,
it's always sunny in Alaska. Thank you, Sonny.
Joey Bosa starting off the second half was big. I do agree with that. Hurt him. Like, Rodgers is playing banged up, and I don't think they planned on putting him back until Mason Rudolph threw that horrible interception. They're like, okay,
dude, that was
get back in there and take care of the ball.
Yeah, he got walloped, man. I think when he hit the ground, his face obviously hit his face mask, and he had a good cut on his nose. What was the deal with Hayward tonight, huh?
I have no idea what was going on with Hayward and Allen.
I mean, what the fuck was all game?
The first tackle, he was laying on top of Allen. Allen said something to him. He got up and he got in Allen's face. And then after that, it was just on between them two.
Bro, he would not stop. Yeah, like the whole game. And Hayward, dude, he's a great player. He's been around the league a while, but dude, bro, I don't know what Allen said that triggered him. But dude, it's football, bro. Like once again, you know what? I want to know what he said, and I'm sure a reporter's going to ask him because it was odd because he would not let it go, and then Allen was like, of course Allen's not going to let it go. So very interested to see what happens there. T.J. Watt. Now I know why he was bitching on the sideline. I guess he got stepped on by Dawson Knox. I guess he got hurt, so he went on the sideline. He was pretty.
Oh, they were
bitching
that. Because they didn't get to take the cheap shot. Like, dude, they were taking cheap shots at the Bills all game.
Bro, that slide that Allen did was he slid way in time. Like, I can understand if Allen slid late, it's a bang bang play, fine, I get that, right? Like, Allen needs a slide, but Allen slid way on time, and that dude took a cheap shot, 100%, right in front of the refs, right in front of them, and they did zero call. They were bad, and there were some bad no calls tonight. And I normally don't bitch about that stuff. Normally, I know Allen is overselling it on a lot of these plays, right? He's acting.
He wasn't selling that one.
But that was not a sell. And I'm going to tell you right now, Steelers were playing super physical, which is fine. That's what they're at their home. That's how they play, and I'm cool with that. But if you hit a guy late, you got to call that. I don't care how physical they are. Rules are the rules, and I thought the refs were just kind of keeping the flags in the pockets there.
Yeah, Spencer's Dan.
No.
Tommy calling Shakir a bad receiver.
No, I'm not. The reality is he needs to catch that. And I'll be honest with you. I said at halftime, I feel like Shakir this year, for whatever it is, he's also regressed a little bit. And I don't know if that's because of Joe Brady, because I saw Shakir, since we've drafted him, has gone up as far as trending. Right, he's gotten better each season, and all of a sudden this season, he's like regressing. It just doesn't make sense. That's why when me and Mikey talk about our receiver room, guys like we had Elijah Moore and Curtis Samuel and guys that we know that played elsewhere and have decent numbers, all of a sudden come here and just regress. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't. And I get they're not the greatest, and we're not saying that, but it doesn't make sense that they can come here and just play that poorly all of a sudden. I don't believe it. And that's why I keep going, getting not upset with you guys, but when people knock Allen, like, oh, Allen's shitty. Guys, like, there's no way. This guy's his 8th year. All of a sudden now he's just gone to shit. Can't read a defense. Can't, he's just terrible. Like, there's more to it, right? And it all starts with McDermott and when this offensive style he wants, and Brady not really understanding what he has in the room and dialing it up for them, doing a better job. And that's why Allen's, I feel like, kind of like forcing some stuff and not playing up to his standards because of what's going on. And, that's frustrating. It's very frustrating, Mikey.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. At the end of the day, like, is Allen playing his best? No, but nobody on this team is playing their best.
No, nobody. Nobody.
Like, they're not. No one's playing their best. I honestly think the message is getting stale in the locker room.
I do too. By the way, I think Cole Bishop got hurt today. Did not see him return after that hit. I saw him limping. Knock on wood, because he's been playing excellent this year. I think that's one player that's really stood out. And we know that he has injury history. Let's hope for the best, because he did not return. It was late in the game there. I saw him limping off the field. That's never a good sign. Maybe it's just a sprained ankle or something stupid, but that's something we should monitor, guys, because if he's out, that's a huge loss for that defense.
Roy, how dare I expect the receiver who just got paid make a semi-difficult catch? How dare I expect them to, Jesus, Josh needs to be perfect, pinpoint accurate, 100% of the time. It's never expect your players to make plays for you. Did you not see Puka make the one-handed catch today?
Yeah, exactly. And we're not expecting Shakir to be him, but
come on.
Yeah. I've also seen Shakir make better, tougher catches. Okay. So I've also seen Kincaid make tougher catches, and he dropped one that was in his hands in the playoffs. So when we talk about when it's in your hands, you get paid. If the ball is there, no matter how ugly the ball is thrown or behind or up, if it's in your hands, it's hitting you. As a receiver, that's your job. Just like a kicker's job is to make the fucking extra points, Prater.
Oh, we'll get to Prater.
Yeah, we will get to Prater.
Trey was missing tackles. Did you even see our rookie out there, Harrison? I didn't see him out there at all.
I don't recall. I
don't recall seeing him at all. Okay, yeah. Every time I saw the secondary, it was Trey out there.
Trey, I thought Trey did okay today. I mean, I know he missed some tackles, but overall, I thought this was probably one of his better games of the season, to be honest with you. I didn't think it was terrible. He missed some tackles, but I thought he did okay defensively. I do. I didn't think he was getting smoked by the receivers tonight.
No, but they don't have good receivers.
Wait till
next week when he's got Chase and
well, maybe that's why you didn't see much of
Harrison.
What's his name? Harrison tonight. Maybe, because that next week, you're right. That's
coming off the concussion.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe next week will be the game that Harrison sees a little bit more game action.
So. Benford played well. I thought Benford locked up Metcalf for most of the day. Like, he played really, really
He did a good job. Yeah.
No, I'm not missing Bass by any means, because Bass misses them too, but Jesus Christ. It cost us last week missing the extra point. At this point,
know why
it's time to let him go.
So obsessed with Bass, who's getting paid a lot of money, who hasn't been that great, bro. It's like you're acting like Bass is this world, the best, kicker in the NFL, and we should, bow down to Tyler Bass. Tyler Bass was not consistent at all over the last 2 years. So don't give me, do we miss Bass now? Not really. We do got a super chat. Let's go ahead and hit that. Appreciate it, Mike. Joe Brady knows Josh fucking Allen is their quarterback right now. And you know what? You can ask that. You could also say that about our lovely head coach, who also doesn't realize what he has in number 17, apparently. So I don't know. I don't know. We have another one too, I believe.
Before we get to the next super chat,
yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Mr. Chewy asked, "Hey, Mikey, what was our third down percentage? We were 8 for 15, so we're just over 50%.
Yeah,
on third down.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah. All right, hey, we got another super chat.
That's good. There we go. Appreciate that, Ricky. Please don't put Bernard back at linebacker. Problem is they're paying him. And you know how the story goes.
I think at the end of the day, I think he's going to slide that outside. I think he's going to take Milano's job.
That's fine, but maybe. But we're talking
middle linebacker.
Yeah,
for the rest of this
year,
maybe
we'll find him.
He's hurt. Like
he
ain't coming
hurt.
back anytime soon.
Nah, you're right. So you're right. I forgot. How did I forget? He's hurt. Everybody's hurt.
Right.
One of a million players hurt on our team. Oh my God.
Old school comes. I think we try to go into games with the wrong mindset. Like I don't know what happened in the first half.
I think the game plans are you know what it is, Mikey? I'll be honest with you. I almost feel like the game plans are the same game plans week in and week out. I really don't see any difference between how we started this game and how we started last week's game. There's not much of it. It just doesn't seem any different week after week. It's like, dude, you know that you're going against this different style of defense this week, right? I mean, come on, man. You got to adjust, and even so, you have to adjust. And I thought the second half he did better. I felt like I don't even know so much if he adjusted, Mikey. I think he just went, yeah, passing game's not going to work. Let's just run the shit out of the ball.
I mean, Josh ran. Josh like, fuck
right.
This. At the end of the day, I'm just going to take off,
Yeah. So I don't even know if that's adjusting. I think that's more like, well, the pass game is not going to happen. So let's just run. And I'm cool with it, but there's going to come a time, and we've seen it plenty of times this year where it won't work. So, or they contain the run, and that's where we run into problems.
It says, Hayward will be getting a drug test at his locker after the game. Dude, he was
what is going on, right?
Like,
settle down, bro. Settle down.
Epinesa.
Epinesa.
15-yard penalty.
What? Yeah, what are you doing?
Luckily,
it didn't matter.
And he freaking, that's the shit I'm talking about where we're just undisciplined. Yeah, and that's been a McDermott staple since he's got here. For someone who preaches accountability, at this point, get rid of them. Just clean house with the coaching staff. You're telling me you can't find another coach that wants to come in and coach Josh Allen?
Absolutely, you can. They would be. Listen, there'd be a line out the door for coaches wanting, if they knew that there was a spot open. Just saying, right? Let's say in Buffalo. Let's say that were to happen. Let's say they fire McDermott at some point of the season, right? Because it would have to be from some part of a season for the Bills to get an opportunity to get. I'm just saying, like, if they did that,
offseason they fire him, right?
No, but or even so. But I'm saying, if you want, bro, college coaches will be, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinators looking for, dude, they would be knocking at the door. They would be calling they'd be calling Bean or Terry Bagula up, whatever, just wanting the opportunity to even come in and interview. So trust me, guys. And once again, I keep saying it. Worst case, you get a guy that comes in, he's same as McDermott, and we get to the playoffs and nothing happens. Okay, at least we took an opportunity, took a chance to get a new voice, a new direction. But either way, you got the proof is here, guys, by the way. If you have Allen, you're probably going to make the playoffs every year, even if you're not playing the best football. Even if you have not the greatest offense coordinator calling, or you have your stupid coach interfering with your offense, and you don't have the best receiver, you're still going to probably win 10 games. And that's probably what's going to happen here, right? But the problem is, how far do you go? And that's been the issue, right? So to me, you get a new coach and you hope that guy gets it. That's all.
Yeah. And not only that, but, I love Cromer, but if they fired the whole coaching staff.
Oh, I wouldn't care. It don't matter to me.
Callahan's out there.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, to me, wipe it all.
Yeah,
if they want to bring him back, fine.
Or bring the Callahans in if you want. Like, Bill Callahan's one of the best offensive line coaches ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Roy says, why haven't either of you been bitching about
I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't gotten there yet.
I'll be blunt with you because I don't expect Shakir to drop those.
Good point, Mikey.
It's 50-50 on Coleman if he's going to catch the fucking ball.
Right, Roy.
I wasn't surprised he dropped the ball. I was literally surprised and pissed that Shakir dropped it.
Right. Yeah. I get what you're saying, Roy, but I'm with you. Like, once again, unacceptable. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's out there, but Mikey has a valid point. Shakir is really considered our number one, right? He is our best option right now. And he just got paid. You should make those kind of catches. We're not saying it was a simple catch and it was easy. I'm not saying that. But either way, when it hits your hands, I don't care who you are, you got to make the play. That's all we're saying. And yes, Coleman, he needed to make that play and he didn't. How about who else dropped the ball? Somebody else dropped the ball in that game too. There was a few drops. So they're all guilty of that.
Almost dropped everyone that touched his hands. I mean, he caught him. He double caught everyone.
Every single one was bobbling around.
Like Roy's like, what else do I have to do? Put in the chat to get prison Mike rant. Listen, I just came back from a short mini buy. I'm in no mood to actually rant. We won. Like, if you would have seen mine and Tommy's text message, like, just go back and look at the halftime show. I was in there ranting. I was telling Tommy, fire everybody. I'm prison Mike. Like,
there you go.
This second half doesn't change my thought on this coaching staff. I don't believe we're going to win a Super Bowl with this coaching staff. It's time to let them go and move on.
Oh, dude, yeah. Listen, it's been time, guys. It's been time. Unfortunately, we can, like I said earlier, and like we said, it sucks because we ran about it. We want it to happen. We're ready for it to happen. But there's only one guy that can make it happen, and he's not going to, and that's Terry Bagula. And it's unfortunate because you're wasting away the best thing you've had in Buffalo in a very long time, which is Josh Allen. Right? 90s. We haven't, since the 90s, guys. Think about it. We haven't had a quarterback like this, and he's better than Jim Kelly, and I love Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly got us to 4 straight Super Bowls. Loved him, leader, awesome.
All around him.
But he had a great head coach and a great defense, and he had a lot of things surrounding him that helped his career. And like I said, once again, I'm not knocking Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly was a really good quarterback. Did the K-gun, smart. But he had Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, James Lofton. And then he had on the other side to help him out when things don't go right. Bruce Smith. I mean, you name it. Cornelius Bellitt, Darryl Talley. They had a good, solid team. That's how you build around, by the way, a quarterback. That's the proper way. It's unfortunate we didn't win Super Bowls, but if you want to build a team, that's how you build it. You get yourself a good running back. You get some talent on the outside, receivers, good offensive line, and then you get the defense too to match. Like, that is complementary football. Not here. This is not it. And I hate when McDermott goes on a stupid complimentary football. It's not. If you're not helping Allen out, like, you're not. You're doing him a disservice. So I don't understand that whole complimentary crap.
Chewy asks, would you rather have Daboll as our head coach or I wouldn't want either one of them personally.
I don't want Daboll.
But if I had to choose one, I would take Daboll. At least he understands he has Josh Allen.
You know what? I'll tell you this: if
I had to choose one,
I would do it because why not? All right. But if there was other options out there, I probably would take it. However, Daboll will still get us in the playoffs regardless, and he may take us. Who knows? He may be creative enough to get this offense at the all-time peak and get us into a Super Bowl because the defense ain't doing it. Not like this. And even if you get a new DC and a new coaching staff in here, you're still going to have to clean house with the players. The players aren't doing it either. We got guys that are banged up all the time, injury prone, all over the map. I mean, they're all Mikey. That's a problem too. We're stuck with a lot of these guys. We just paid them, Bernard and Benford and all these guys that are regressing this year have all been paid. All been paid. They're not going anywhere unless you trade them, right? And even with that, I mean, do the teams want to take on that salary with knowing their injury history? Like, probably not.
All the guys we paid this offseason aren't going anywhere. They're
not going anywhere, right? Even with the new coaching staff, they would inherit what we have, and then they would have to slowly start cleaning house as far as personnel goes and retooling. But that would take time. That would definitely take time.
I was a little surprised too, Roy, why we were giving Cook. I mean, he had 32 carries today. Like, I was.
I think they were trying to set. They were trying to set that record. Maybe they knew that was in hand.
This was the best Ray Davis game all year.
I agree.
He walked into today's game with 47 yards on the year and walked out of today's game with 67 today.
Yeah, I'm with you. Why risk Cook at that point? Your best option other than Allen, the only other guy that's making plays. Why would you? I'm totally with you, but I think maybe they thought maybe the game was still. You never know. It was still only to score up until that point to the field goal. You know what I mean? God forbid if fucking, what's his name, Prater misses that field goal. You never know, even though time was limited. But knowing our Bills, they would make some unbelievable play and kick an onside kick. And here you go. So, yeah, trust me, I was worried about the field goal, which I shouldn't be, but I still was.
Blocked, return for a touchdown.
Right.
Back in it. Yes.
Right. So...
hey Mikey, I was just curious about something. You haven't shared your thoughts on McDermott in a while. Is it hot and really going on? Yeah, that seems like clickbait.
Yeah, it does, right? Oh man, I should have hit it.
Yeah, too late no bad. Chad comes in and says one thing I've noticed is our run game stays more on task consistently and better when we mix in Josh Allen design runs. I would agree. You know. Like, honestly, it's two things. One, when our offensive line actually stays disciplined, you know what I mean, and doesn't give false starts. Like, we killed our first two drives with, Anderson false starting.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And Deion Dawkins done it all year long, and then the expectation is Josh is just going to save us. And then he hasn't at times this year. And it's like, what's wrong with Josh? Like, at what point are we going to become a disciplined football team?
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, but even on the passing situations today, those weren't even the play call. Those were off script. Allen avoiding the sack or getting out of harm's way and just buying time for somebody to get open. That touchdown that he did was all him.
He was scrambling around.
That was all him. So, once again, it's like we can't even rely on the play calls coming in. It's Allen just really just doing his own thing and making something happen out of nothing. And that's crazy because I'm watching, dude, guys, I watch these red zone. I watch football games over the week. I got to enjoy, by the way, the games are great. I got to give the NFL credit. Yeah. They got a lot of good games this week. And I got to enjoy every single game because they were good. But I'm watching these play calls, man. And I'm like, that's how you do it, man. That's how you scheme it up. That's how you make life easier for your quarterback, man. These receivers are getting great routes, call for them. The route trees are phenomenal. There's everything. I'm looking at the Bears and Ben Johnson's play calling. It's great, man. It's fun to watch. It's easier.
Shanahan, McVay.
Yeah, bro, their lives are so much easier, these quarterbacks. And Allen, it just seems like everything is tough. Everything is a fucking mission. And it shouldn't be. It should never be that way. I don't get it. I go back to the Dable days when he was here. It was never that difficult, guys. Right?
The run game was bullshit. The run game was
the pass game was but that's because we didn't have an O-line really. Yeah. Right? We didn't have Cook at the time either. We didn't have that in place. I would love to see if we did, to see if Dable were to
we
be
also
still
had
the same.
Good receiving, like
that's what I mean.
Schemed. It was schemed better,
but we still looked.
Here.
It was fluent, the offense.
Yeah.
Though it still was fluent, and even with Dorsey, right? When I look back at his stats, I was amazed. Like we were really good the first year with Dorsey, even in 2023, Mikey. When I look back at his stats before he got fired, they weren't as bad as we thought. He was up there and like top 5, top 10 in categories on offense. So I think he just fell into a trap of really having some bad games. And, you know, I'm not saying he was a good OC, but I think he got more. I don't think he was as bad as many people are saying. He's a pass game coordinator, by the way, in Dallas. They lead the league in passing, right? They're efficient. They're really good over there in Dallas. And Ken Dorsey's a big part of that. So, like I said, I haven't seen this offense this flat or poorly ran, at least like clunky, since 2018. It's been a while, Mike. It's poorly ran, like especially the pass game. Like honestly, name a year the pass game has been this pathetic. 2018, right? It has to be. Yeah. It has to be. And what did we have? We had garbage ass. Yeah. Allen, who was not even close to what he is now, right? Mechanic-wise, all that. Robert Foster. Who else do we have? Benjamin, I think. Kelvin Benjamin at the time. And
we cut Benjamin early that year.
Midway. Yep. And then we had Zay Jones.
Yeah, I think we had Andre Holmes.
Andre Holmes. Yeah. So, and Matt, you know what's funny? I think Foster that season had like 500-600 yards. Robert Foster, who's not even in the league.
We were throwing bombs to him.
And we were throwing bombs. You're telling me, guys, that the guys we have on this team aren't better than Robert fucking Foster? I mean, come on. That's my point. Like, so that's why I'm just really worried, Mikey, about this passing attack. This passing.
Kevin, this is exactly what I was talking about. And this is where me and Tommy maybe disagree a little bit. Mm-hmm. Dorsey was forced to subscribe to McDermott's offensive wishes. It's the same reason why I don't think this is if Brady gets a head coaching job somewhere, I don't think this is the style of offense he's bringing with him. He's coached for two defensive-minded head coaches who want to run the ball and play strong defense. They're 1970 style head coaches.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm not disagreeing. By the way, I'm not disagreeing with Mikey on this. I agree. However, though, if you're a coordinator and you understand what your coach wants, right? You took that. He could have said no. He could have went somewhere else. I'm just saying. Or he could have said, no, I'm not comfortable with it. Whatever the case might be. But he took that. You took that role, meaning you took the opportunity and you said you can do it. You can make it work. Whatever the case may be. You got to make it work. Right? And I get what Mike is saying. This is not what probably Joe Brady wants to do or likes to do. Same with Ken Dorsey. I am all with that. I understand it. However, you still, I feel like, are partially responsible where you got to put your players in the best position to be successful on the field. And I don't know if Brady is good at that. That's one concern. I do feel like at times he's very predictable. Like, dude, I was watching this game, Mikey, and I was saying to myself, I was almost calling the plays. I'm like, run. They're going to run here.
Yeah, he's predictable.
Play action here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's very predictable, and you can't be that way in the NFL. Defenses will eat you alive, especially the better defensive coordinators. They will eat you up and spit you out. Chew on you and spit you out, and you are toast. So, I feel like that's where Brady has to, as an OC, get better. Because, yeah, you're right. He may leave here and, do his things his way and be successful, but that don't mean those problems that he's had with being predictable is not going to follow him, or scheming things up for his receivers are not going to follow him somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? So him as an OC, he has to get better at that stuff if he wants to be successful. That's all I'm saying. Okay. That's it.
Okay.
Dable
will get the job next year. Get this. Dable's not coming back to Buffalo with McDermott here. They don't like each other.
Yeah, it's not happening. You heard McDermott very quick when asked about excuse me, when asked about Table, he ain't coming back.
Not only that, but you've heard, I don't know if you've heard it, but they were talking about it in the national media, and they said how much Dable and McDermott don't like each other, and that just is like oil and water. That ain't going to happen.
No, that ain't going to happen, bro. It ain't going to happen.
I don't think McDermott fires Brady. Brady does exactly what McDermott wants.
But he's been shitting on him this year. He's been publicly putting him under the bus on press conferences. And I don't know if Brady is really accepting that, to be honest with you. So either Brady leaves or McDermott does move on. It's possible. I just don't. I feel like if this offense continues to struggle, I'll tell you why I feel like he would cut him. Because McDermott loves to blame others. So he's gonna cut his string and be like, he was the problem. I wanted it, and he just couldn't. He didn't know how to work you know what I mean? Like it's an easy. It's the blame game. It's an easy way out for him to go, hey, see, I got rid of the issue. Now we're gonna, I'm gonna, this guy's gonna know what he's doing. I'm gonna, and it's gonna be a guy he's gonna promote within, right? It's the next guy up.
Davis Webb.
Or bringing a guy, Davis Webb, who is going to also a younger guy that's not going to that won't back down. He's going to bow down and say, "I got you. I'm going to do whatever you say." He's not going to bring in a veteran OC or a veteran defensive coordinator to come in and go, "Hey, you know what, McDermott? I feel like if we do this and that, McDermott's going to go, nah. It was good talking to you, man. On to the next guy, right?" So he's not gonna go for it.
About Cooks, he really doesn't have much access to the playbook. Give it a week.
Oh yeah, I get that. I get that.
Yeah. I get why, but I would have liked this. Like, we also didn't throw the ball a ton, and we didn't throw to the receivers when we did. We did get the backs involved in the second half, and I was excited to see that.
Yeah,
with more than just the quick last minute check down. Like
we did. So that was good to see. But I'm gonna say this on the whole playbook, getting to know the playbook. A lot of the stuff that's in these playbooks are ran around the whole league. Like, these aren't like crazy different designs that these receivers haven't seen before, right? I'm sure there's some wrinkles in it, but I've heard actually players say that they gone to different teams and go, it's a little bit different, but it's the same kind of scheme or same. I've been running that route for a long time. So honestly, I don't really buy that into too much of that. Yes, he'll get better as the season goes and as he gets more familiar with it. And it's really about like Allen calling at the line, stuff like that. Like, those are the little stuff you'll have to learn, just the chemistry with Allen. But there is simple plays that they could have ran for him today to get him a little bit more involved. I mean, think about it. That first down play was probably a simple route that he's ran a million times. And he got it with ease. He was wide open. You telling me that we couldn't have ran that, or a couple of different designs that he is very familiar with? He's been in the league forever, right? And I don't really buy into that necessarily. So yeah, they could have used him a little bit more today than one target.
One third down pass.
Yeah, wow. Right? Like, dude, come on, man. I mean, it's crazy to me, man.
Guys, I think we need to address the elephant in the room. Beans draft history. Thoughts, perhaps, from the gents?
That just seems like a clickbait question. That's pretty lazy. Next.
It was coming.
You're not sucking me down this rabbit hole.
It was coming. It was like he had his finger on the trigger. Oh, man.
You're not sucking me down this rabbit hole. Just Roy and Ariel just want to see me going.
Oh, they
so badly want me to rant. Like, here's the thing.
Oh, they do. They're sick of me ranting. I do it all the time. They're like, you're like, Tommy does it every day. The problem is the
draft history. I don't think his history is the problem.
Yeah, I think he gets too much heat, actually. We went through this. Like, and I know you didn't watch the live show. We had a show that was specifically around the draft history, and actually around every season, off season, including free agents and draft.
Around the draft, we go through
the whole thing.
Brandon Bean's draft history.
And there was maybe 1 year I think we were like, outside of that, they weren't Fs. They were like Bs, B pluses, B minus. I think there was one D, and I don't remember the year, but it was like not the greatest. Outside of that, though, I don't think it's been as bad as many think. Like, we've had some hits.
We just don't have any.
We don't have superstars. We don't have X factors.
Josh Allen has been now possibly James Cook have been the big X factors.
I would say James Cook is now. I'm going to officially stamp it. He is an X factor. He is a big playmaker. So if you want to add that to Bean's draft history, which people all of a sudden forget that Brandon Bean drafted him, you can add him as an X factor, who's like one of the best running backs in the NFL. Add Josh Allen, obviously. And then I would say the rest of the players that Bean drafted, there's a lot of good players. But like Mikey said, are they needle movers? Big time. Right, exactly. They're not. But you got to remember too, guys, we draft the end of every round. I would say one thing I would like to see Bean do, Mikey, and he hasn't done it yet. He hasn't done it since Josh Allen. Is fuck your draft picks and trade them away and just climb up the board and go ahead and finally get yourself a real weapon. I don't care if it's a defense or offense, but grab yourself an impactful player and get rid of some of your draft picks if need. And I don't think anyone would complain if we did that, because you know what? We have an instant playmaker now. We don't have a bunch of guys that are project players, or, hey, this guy could be good 2 or 3 years down the road, or, you know what I mean? Or this guy could be just good as a depth guy. I'm tired of that. You can get depth guys in free agency. You can get depth guys on UDFA. Time to go outside the box and trade up. And I'm not talking about 2 spots for Kincaid. I'm talking literally get in the top 10 if you need to. Top 15, whatever.
Spots.
Yes, like go up, get rid of your draft picks and make it happen.
Get rid of the next year's one. Go get yourself a difference maker.
Right. Nobody will complain. I promise you. Nobody will say, and if they do, I'll say, shut the fuck up. Yeah, go ahead.
Here's my question for you. Do you trust this scouting department to pick the right one, though?
If they did that type of move, I'll be honest with you, yes. Because we've only, you know why I'll say that? We've only done it once. Where we actually, like, I'm talking about really, really got up there with Josh Allen and Edmund. Like, you know what I mean? We're in that Edmund. We've got back out in the first round to get Edmund. So both those guys were really, really, really impactful players. Allen, obviously. So I would say yes on history, and they've only done it once. So I have to trust them.
I meant from a weapon standpoint.
Yeah. I'm just saying they've only done it once, and Allen is a weapon. And the one time they did it, I would say yes. So I would think if Bean were to put it this way, if Bean would be crazy enough to do it, because I don't think he would, right? Step outside his comfort zone. I would trust that he knows what he's doing by making that's a bold move for him. You get what I mean? And I don't think it would be a guy where we'd be like, what? Right? You know what I mean? Like, I think we would probably all be in agreement and going, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it would be just a random guy that would be like, what the fuck was he thinking? I just don't see that.
Yeah, Roy, I'm with you. I have a problem with us not drafting receivers either, but we have a defensive-minded head coach who has full control of the 53, final say on the 53. So, I guarantee you, if there was a pissing match between McDermott and Bean, McDermott wins inside the eyes of our owner.
Absolutely. And I was saying before in pregame, Mikey, I would not be shocked if Bean got the axe over McDermott. And if that were to happen, that tells you everything you need to know and everything that me and Mikey have been saying this whole time. And really not just us, Post-Podium Podcast, a lot of people that kind of see the truth and understand who's running the show here.
Go Long, Yeah. What's his name from Go Long? He flat out said it. He has people on the inside.
There you go.
I can't think of his name. He's the former him and Whaley were together with Buffalo.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about? The one that put out the hit article.
Fuck, what's his name? Tyler Dunn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
That it's McDermott's show. Bean's there to help him, but it's McDermott's final say on everything.
Oh, I believe in most of that article that was out. I'm sure most of it's accurate. I'm sure of a little of it's maybe overblown a little bit, but I promise you a lot of it's accurate. Let me get to the super chat. Thank you so much. And this is because they YouTube, by the way, and I've been telling you guys this, changed your usernames to your handle, YouTube handle. You can change that, by the way. Roy, I got Roy to change it. And if you want, just go to your settings and put your name down as you're at, so this way people can recognize you. But this is Tim. We know you, Tim. Hey, guys, been stuck inside this weekend. Sick as a dog. Thanks for the stream. It's making me forget my throat feels like it's on fire. Go, Bills. I hope you feel better, brother. I appreciate you rocking with us tonight, man. And, hey, you also got a Bills win, that kind of helps you feel a little bit better, right?
Absolutely. Like, at least I don't feel like shit like we did for the last 10 days.
Yeah, that's a great feeling.
Right? It was just like, such a long 10 days too.
It's fucking, yeah, dude, Tara. But you know what? I try to forget about it. Of course, this first half brought me right back down to my misery. I was so heated, bro. I was heated.
I was in the chat. I know.
I'm trying.
If Bean McDermott is not involved, let the scouts personnel department do it. Yeah, listen. Nothing happens without McDermott and his coaching staff being involved. They talk about it every year. There's the behind the scenes on how the scouts go to the front office and say, okay, what are you looking for? And they tell them what they're looking for, and they go out and they find them and they show them video, and McDermott, who has final say on everything, finalizes everything. He's part of every meeting.
Absolutely. There is not, listen, Bean is not going over his head and drafting a player that McDermott wouldn't approve of or doesn't have say on, or didn't go to McDermott and be like, hey, I'm drafting this guy, by the way. Maybe the late round guys, maybe. I'm just throwing, and even that I don't know. But for sure, the early rounds 1 through probably 4, 1 through 3, 100%. McDermott's way on board. He knows what's going on. He has final say. It's his team. This is the way it goes, guys. He is the guy that hired Brandon Beane. He has final say, and I don't think Brandon Beane has the backbone to say no. Like I feel like you're wrong. I like this player, and I don't think that's ever gonna happen. He got him the job. He's gonna cut him. McDermott would cut the string. Trust me.
Chuck, and I don't disagree with this. The person that's actually running the show is Terry Pagula, and the problem is he wasn't the one running the show before. Kim was.
Correct.
Before her incident.
Correct.
Kim ran the Bills. Terry ran the business.
Correct.
And now Terry, although yes, technically he runs the Bills, I think he puts a lot of trust into McDermott and Bean and team to run the football side of things.
He does, and I listen. It's not no disrespect. You can feel how you want to feel, and if you feel that way, that's fine. But the way I feel with Terry Pagula is Mikey's absolutely right. Kim Pagula, and this. By the way, this is a known fact. This isn't like me and him just guessing on this part. She was really heavily involved in the football operations until she got her stroke. And then obviously that just totally wiped her out of the situation, out of football operations. And Terry Pagula he's a businessman. He's a check writer, and he hired McDermott. He put him in charge. Why do you think McDermott went out and got Bean out of Carolina? That wasn't a coincidence. This is McDermott's responsibility. He handed him that responsibility. And that's pretty much, he gave him the keys, and he's telling him, hey, I'll trust you, and I'll write the checkbook. And that's exactly what he's doing. Terry Pagula is not going to make any type of change. And that's why I'm saying, guys, if one's going, I believe it would be Bean before McDermott, because this is McDermott's show. And if that does happen, that kind of proves everything that me and Mikey's been saying, because that would be very odd. Doesn't happen a lot. And this whole situation of a coach hiring a GM is rare. So yeah, that's how I feel. But like I said, you can feel any way you want, man. If you feel like Terry's really running the show, that's fine. I disagree with it.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I believe one of the daughters is now doing things, because Kim even did all the representation at the NFL meetings. She was the actual owner in the eyes of all the owners. So when they went and had the owners meeting, it was Kim who went. It wasn't Terry.
Okay.
Yep. So, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Now one of the daughters is involved and doing more and more and learning more and more about it. I like that idea because maybe she'll end up like the Ursay daughters, and one day she'll be running the show and be involved, So he says, Tommy, you shamed McDermott into ditching his Gloria Vanderbilt glasses. Congrats.
Oh, the Gloria. You know what's funny? I gotta play it now. Just because you did that. So Sophia, who said that? Sophia? Sophia said that?
Yeah.
Sophia who wrote that? Okay, yeah. Hold on. I have to play it now. So for anyone that knows Seinfeld, that understands this this reference, here it is.
May I have one of those, madam?
Madam? What do you call me madam for?
Ladies' glasses. Yes. Look, here, see, it's right here. There, Gloria Vanderbilt collection.
He sold me ladies' glasses.
So, did you ever watch Seinfeld or no, Mikey?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, dude. So, yeah, that episode was great. The Kramer's optical guy sold George woman glasses.
Yeah.
And I guess he didn't realize it. Kramer was like calling him out there. So funny, dude. But yeah, so I'm always talking about McDermott's Gloria Vanderbilt collection.
Right. Johnny comes in and says, need to give Bean and McDermott credit for the O-line depth. Not saying it's perfect, but it's probably the best depth in the league. Listen, those guys stepped in and did the job. At the end of the day, they went up against a really tough, Pittsburgh pass rush, and they held the ground.
No, absolutely. I thought you got to credit the offensive line as well. These guys that came in and filled in, they did about as good as you can expect, right? As you want, actually. And they filled in nicely. You know what's got me thinking, man? Last week or the last time we played against the Texans, when Dawkins kind of stood there on that one play, maybe he was concussed there. Like, he didn't seem right. Why? Like, you know what I mean? He seemed out of it. So it's very possible, because I didn't see a particular play where he went out and he got but that plays, I don't know why, stands out to me, where he was just looked like he was just didn't know what the fuck he was
Locked
going
for a second
on.
And a half and then just
totally lost it. Like, he was just yeah, it was odd. So I wonder if he got concussed early in the game, kind of tried to play through it and was just out of it. I don't know, guys. I could be wrong, obviously, but
you're not the only one to say that. Cover one.
Oh, okay.
It,
I didn't hear about that. Okay,
have talked about it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Saying it would make sense, because that's what Dawkins did at the end of the game wasn't normally how Dawkins plays. Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it seemed like maybe something happened early on. He just tried to fight through it, or maybe didn't even realize he had a concussion. And then Spencer Brown needed him to take himself out. And if he didn't, I think the coaching staff's very irresponsible for not Cromer and McDermott for not understanding that guy.
Him earlier.
Yeah, you have to. You can't. What are you doing, man? We still have games left. Shit wasn't going right anyways in that fucking game. Probably we're losing anyways. Get this guy off the field. Save him for the long haul.
Okay, even if you don't do that, right?
Right.
Give him help. He's one
or at least
arm,
help
and
him.
you can tell he only has one arm. What are we doing?
No, he was hurting. Dude, you could tell he was done. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he was just doing everything he can. But you're right. But I would have just pulled him. The easiest thing would, because look, you were fine today. Right? You did okay today. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that would have happened against Texans, or that, they would have came in and did great, but probably better than a guy with no arms.
Kevin comes in and says Josh Allen's starting to get his voice. He'll force change. I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. I still see the frustration though. I still see the look in his eyes where he's just man, this is fucking way too hard. This is getting to become way too difficult when it shouldn't be. Right? Look, at the end of the day, football is not going to be easy. I get that, but You can make things you can make things easier, though. You can. Your offensive coordinator, your offensive line coach can scheme things up where they put a little less pressure on your multi-million-dollar quarterback, right? Your franchise, the reason why you're here in this position every year of going into the playoffs. You need to do better. You got to do better. And I feel like somebody said it earlier about drafting receivers in the draft and getting. I think we've only drafted a few. Like, we've never really tried to, name the times we actually, and I will knock Bean for that. Why aren't you, and McDermott, why aren't you addressing this? Why aren't you going out and trying to get Allen more help? It doesn't make sense, right? Every quarterback in the NFL has some type of help. They build around their franchise quarterback. That's what you got to do. That's how it gets it done. And I feel like we've done Allen a disservice by not doing that. So that also falls on.
Ever since Dable left, we stopped getting
you're
receivers.
Right. We're just like, no, it's good enough.
I told you, we're always 2 years behind what the Chiefs do. We're always 2 years behind. And 2 years ago, this was the same conversation that the Chiefs were having. Like, why doesn't Patrick Mahomes have more help outside of having Travis Kelce? He didn't have anyone. Then they went out and, got Rashee Rice, and they started bringing him in. So I'm wondering, maybe next year is the year they actually try to figure out how to get wide receivers. I don't know.
Maybe. You know what? If they don't, Mikey, I'll say this. They're both clueless. They're both clueless. They're stubborn. They're hard-headed, and they don't give a fuck. Because clearly, because at this point, if you can't see what the fucking issue is right in front of you, dude, the seasons are long. Like, it's right there. This isn't a one-game situation or a couple game where we're freaking out about nothing. This has been an issue for a while. And if those guys that are in charge can't realize that, or can't just come to that conclusion that, hey, what we're doing here is really, honestly, maybe it's not working. Maybe it's just not the best option for the offense. Maybe we do need to get Allen a little bit more help here. If they don't, then they're just being stubborn, hard-headed, and they don't give a fuck. Yeah, and they probably are. Right. That's probably all. Maybe that's the case.
Alec Anderson hasn't played tackle since college. It showed. Give him credit for this. I'm going to give him more credit than just for trying. You could tell he struggled early in the first two drives, but he got real good towards the end of the game.
He picked it up.
Anderson did great, and he was going up against TJ Watt all day long.
No, he picked it up. I thought he. You know what I like about Alec Anderson, man? Like, he's raw a little bit. Like, he's definitely a little bit raw, but he plays with aggression. He plays with a chip on his shoulder. He's a perfect depth guy. I like that guy.
Play all five positions.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that guy staying here for a while. Like, you know what I mean? Like, those are the kind of guys, like, you see what I mean about, like, guys that we need to give credit to being, and even McDermott, maybe, for bringing guys like this and just for the depth part of it, because O-line guys, it's tough, man. These guys go down, and it's tough to replace these guys. So if you got a guy like Alec Anderson, they kind of go anywhere,
Mark.
And RVD, and they just kind of fill in nicely, right? Like, that's great to have. Like, not a lot of teams have that option at offensive line. So I wish we had the option on defensive line. We don't.
We're using all of our depth in the defensive line. The guys are just dropping like flies on that side. Now we have guys dropping like flies on offense too.
So
it's wild. But I'm very proud of what the two backup reserve. Like, we didn't throw the ball a ton, but we ran all day long. Tony Romo talked about it on the broadcast, saying this is the type of scheme you need when you have two backup tackles in. You need to be able to run the ball. And we had the most rushing yards on the Steelers in like 50 years.
I know.
We ran for 250 yards against them.
Yeah, wild, huh?
Yeah. It is wild. Yeah, I'm with you. Like, Dak has Lamb and Pickens. Yeah.
I'm just reading some of the comments here. Actually, you know what? We never do this. Real quick, hold on. We never really do this. So kind of want to do this post-game thing real quick. Maybe we'll do this in the future moving forward. But for now, let's go ahead and hear some post-game stuff, right? Why not, right? Just for a little bit, and then we'll get out of here. So here's TJ Watt.
I've never seen a team run the same play as much as they ran tonight and have as much success as they had.
I can't hear anything he said.
All right, so what I heard it. He said, "I never seen a team run the same play run the same play over and over and have success like that." Let's see if you can.
I've never seen a team run the same play as much as they ran tonight and have as much success as they had.
He's out of words.
We
That's
just
crazy.
kept spamming. It's like Madden. They just kept spamming the same play. That's what he says. That freaking duo run where Cook just kept going outside.
Yeah, it's wild. So here's some of the your offense accounts for 19 points, 8 drives, 19 points, 2.37 points a drive, 26 first downs, 35% of plays were first downs, 372 yards, 19 points. So that's the offense wasn't the greatest tonight, as you can see there, but I thought they did some good stuff at the end there, obviously running. Let's see here. Here is their coach. Let's see what he has to say.
Training to fire you.
Couple more.
What goes through your mind when there's a crowd chanting training to fire you in your own stadium?
Oof. Man, I share their frustration tonight, man. We didn't do enough. And that's just the reality of it.
Damn. So they were chanting "Fire Tomlin," huh? Yeah, Lee. Do you think we have chants fire McDermott? By the way, like, do you think they're out there like that?
Probably not. If they are, it's a small group, so it doesn't get it like it was,
like a big, yeah.
Yeah, we had 51 carries today.
Yep. So that's about it. Like, I don't see any more. I thought there was going to be like some more stuff here, maybe later. But anyways, yeah. So, the Steelers apparently, very frustrated. We kept running the same type of play, and they just couldn't stop it. And you know what?
Three runs, all day long.
Yeah,
and we did going over and over and over and over. Those same three runs.
We did. I'm whatever works. But I will say once again, though, we at times, like, you got to eventually throw in a play action there, right? Like,
and we did in the second half. We did in the second half.
We did. Yeah, we did.
We actually used the play action pretty well in the second half.
We did.
So
is anything else you want to get to, or we'll go through more tomorrow at Monday Night Uncensored?
Yeah, we'll go more tomorrow night and Uncensored.
Dial in a little bit more on the box score and all that good stuff.
I'll try to go back and watch rewatch the game and catch bits and pieces. I think I told you in late third, early fourth, I lost the stream for a while.
You did tell me. Yeah.
So I'll go back and watch a little bit of that.
Hey guys, tonight, man. Hey, look, we got the dub, 26-7. I told you guys pregame my prediction was 26-21. I was kind of close, I guess. I was right on our score. I was just wrong on their score. But I knew, or at least I had a feeling, that the Buffalo Bills would answer here in this game. And honestly, I felt like they had to. I felt like if they lost this game, at least for me personally, I was gonna say that's a wrap. I felt like this was a game that for me was a must win. You can't lose that game there. You got some tough opponents coming up. You need to have some kind of confidence, something good going into the Cincinnati game that's coming up. And if you go on a 2-game losing streak, I just felt like it was going to be over for the Buffalo Bills. So I'm glad they got the job done, but there's a lot they need to work on. A lot. In order for me to feel more confident about this team heading into the playoffs, because I predicted the Bills will win 11, 10 minimum, which will get you in. I think a 9-win team might get in actually in the playoffs this year. So, but if we're going in on fumes, guys, if we're going in with all these injuries on top of it, and we're still playing really clunky offensive football, well, I'm not. It's going to be rough for me to feel any kind of confidence in the playoffs.
I feel zero confidence because we get the Bengals next week.
Yeah.
And they don't have a rough offense like Pittsburgh does.
No, that's what I'm saying. I need to see consistency. That's my point. Like, this was a good start, but if they lost this game, that's why for me, Mikey, I would have probably said it's a wrap for the Bills. I would have counted them out, even though mathematically they're not. But I would have said that would have been the end of the story for the 2025 season. However, they won this game. My point is, it gives them a little bit of confidence for that team. I mean, not me. But if they beat Cincinnati and they go and win the next week, I'll start to feel a little bit better. But they haven't shown consistency this season at all with that. Like, they've won a game and then lost a game, or won a game and lost 2 games. Like, if they go on some type of streak here, guys, before the playoffs start, I'll feel a little bit better heading into the playoffs. But if they go in on fumes, barely squeezing in, I think what you can expect is probably an early exit. So that's how I see the season right now. They got to prove me something. They got to prove
we
it.
go
Prove it to me.
Bengals at Patriots.
Yep.
Yeah, so we go home against the Bengals, at the Patriots, at the Browns, home against the Eagles, home against the Jets.
Yeah, even the Browns game is going to be difficult. Myles Garrett probably will set his record against us.
Good,
you know,
really good defense.
Yeah, and you don't think they're going to get on us? Like, dude, their offense sucks, right? And their team is really, it goes how their defense goes, right? That's the only way they even have an out. And they have nothing to play. They don't give a fuck. They have nothing to lose in that game. They're going to bring everything they got against the Buffalo Bills. Because why? That's a Super Bowl win in their book, right? That's a big moment. If Shedeur Sanders can get the win against the Buffalo Bills, right? So you trust me when I tell you, they're going to bring everything they got in that game in Cleveland. And those fans are going to be loving every moment of it. So the Bills better be ready for that game, because I think that's a serious game. I also think the Philadelphia is going to have something to prove there. The way their season going, they're going to bring everything they got. Cincinnati is trying to fight for a playoff spot. They're going to give everything they got. Like, there is no team except for maybe the Jets in Week 18 that I could see us where, yeah, we should be able to handle that team, even, how poorly we've been playing. All these games coming up, I have no idea. Like, that's why I said I need to see some kind of streak here. I need to see something. They beat the Bengals. That's 2 in a row. Okay, I could breathe a little bit more going, okay, maybe something's happening here, right? And then they go and beat New England, which on the road, boy. But if they do that, okay, now we're, right, Mikey? Now we're okay. Now I think we're starting to see something click. But I think next week is another game that's important, Mikey. Very important game.
The next 2 weeks are going to tell us.
You're right. Very next week. Tell us a lot. You're absolutely right.
We get the Bengals, we get the Patriots. That's going to tell us a lot about where we're at. If we beat the Bengals and we beat the Patriots, I will feel much more confident about where the Bills are at headed into the playoffs.
I'm 100% with you. 100% with you.
I don't know where Harrison was today. He was coming off the concussion, so maybe they felt like they wanted to give him a little bit more time, but I didn't see him out there at all.
Right.
And
So
knowing next week we
there's
have
a
the
chance.
Bengals, yes. And knowing we have the Bengals next week, maybe they wanted to make sure he was ready to go before.
That's what I think.
Before they put him back out there.
I have a feeling that's the case. A big game like that at home against very good receivers. Yeah, you're going to need to be at your best.
Did he not dress today? So I think he dressed today.
I'm not.
I didn't see he was.
Yeah, I don't recall him being.
I don't
inactive.
remember seeing that he was in an inactive.
No, I don't think he was. I'm pretty sure he was active in this game, but he was not out there.
Inactives.
Yeah, he definitely. I mean, I didn't see him play at all.
Yeah, the only inactive corner was Jamarcus Ingram.
Yeah,
so maybe he was one of like the break glass in case of emergency type of.
Yeah,
things.
I think they were gonna. I think probably how they saw it was just let's just see how Trey does today. If Trey can at least handle,
or someone gets hurt, then we'll put him in. But if not, we'd like to give him one more week.
Exactly. That's all that was about. So, and at the end of the day, he really wasn't needed. So, hopefully next week he's on the field because that's going to be a true test. Yep. Next week is a true test. If this defense can duplicate
and shut down the Bengals,
and duplicate what they did today, even come close to it, right? Just even close to it. We have a really good chance of winning that game. But if they don't, if the Bengals are working the Buffalo Bills defense, boy, oh boy, you better hope that offense turns into what you saw in Tampa against Tampa. Right? You better fucking hope because it will be really ugly really quick. All right, man, we're out of here. We've been so we appreciate you guys. Bills Mafia, we love you. And as always, I'll be on tomorrow 10:30 with Dan Mitchell talking about this game. And then obviously me and Mikey will be on Monday Night Uncensored at 10 p.m. You don't want to miss that. We'll talk more about this game.
Enjoy your victory Monday.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Bills Mafia, you guys rule. We love you. Go Bills. Peace.
Go Bills.
Just let your soul go. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul